This is the definition of commerce. The word commerce is a broad term that denotes not only commercial intercourse in all of its forms and parts, but also aspects of social intercourse between citizens of different states. Commerce is a broad term, a word of extensive import. The wide legal implications and ramifications, it is difficult to give a full, clear, and precise definition of the word, with the result that no all-embracing definition thereof appears to have been formulated. For purposes of regulating commerce in particular, the term is defined broadly to include all commerce that may be lawfully regulated. The question of what constitutes commerce may be approached both affirmatively and negatively from the points of view as to what it includes and what it excludes. The term commerce includes trade, traffic, the purchase, sale, and exchange of commodities, and the transportation of persons or property, whether on land or water or through the air. According to the various definitions of the term, however, the term commerce is broader than these terms, including particular terms such as trade, traffic, or transportation, and commerce is broader than the purchase, sale, and exchange of goods or commodities. In particular, commerce is more than any one of these things in that it is intercourse. The term commerce, interstate commerce, and commerce among the states or commerce among the several states embrace business or commercial intercourse in any or and all of its forms and branches, and in all of its components, parts between citizens of the different states. Now, I'm going to go look up intercourse so y'all don't get confused. Intercourse, dealings or communications, especially between businesses, governmental entities, or the like. The common intercourse, the normal day-to-day interactions and dealings that people, especially those in the same community, have with one another. So the second definition doesn't apply in this commercial activity. So if you are doing business between two parties, that is commercial or common intercourse. Now, the scope of commerce under clause in the federal constitution. The provision of the federal constitution known as the Commerce Clause, which constitutes an enumerated grant of power to Congress, as well as implicit restriction on state interference with interstate commerce, does not define the term commerce, but generally encompasses three broad categories of activity as within the scope of federal powers to regulate commerce. The provision of the federal constitution known as the Commerce Clause, which constitutes an enumerated grant of power to Congress, as well as an implicit restriction on the state's interference with interstate commerce, sometimes referred to as the Dormant Commerce Clause, does not define the term commerce. The courts refrain from giving the term an overly technical construction. There are three categories of activity that Congress may regulate under its commerce power: the use of the channels of interstate commerce, the instrumentalities of interstate commerce, or persons or things in interstate commerce, even though the threat may come only from intrastate activities, and three, those activities having a substantial relation to interstate commerce, for example, those activities that substantially affect interstate commerce. I wonder if that's why if you do something online, it's considered in commerce. Activities that substantially affect commerce may be regulated under Congress's commerce power so long as they substantially affect interstate commerce in the aggregate, even if their individual impact on interstate commerce is minimal. So I hope this helps give a little bit of a definition or an understanding of what is commerce, since someone asked what exactly is considered commerce.